lifestyle changes that helps you lose weight. Hi my dears, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie and I would love to teach you more about elegance and lifestyle upgrading. In today's video, I am going to share with you actual things I am applying to my life recently to help me lose the weight I gained a little bit in the past period due to depression, as well as to kickstart the beginning of planning for New Year with actionable plans. Let's get into it. Subscribe to my channel for more. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you don't like it, and turn on notification bell. And let's start with the video. Hear me out on this. You hear everybody always saying, drink a lot of water, but you try to do it and you fail, and I get it. It doesn't taste good, but let me explain to you the importance of this if you want to maintain a healthy weight. Aside from the fact that our body is made out of water, and with water starts beautiful skin, hair, and body, but think about it that way. Your body cannot differentiate between symptoms of hunger and thirst, at least not in the early stages of that. So imagine yourself always feeling hungry when in fact maybe the reality is you're always feeling thirsty. And just thinking about that changed my mindset completely into I have to make sure that I'm always drinking water whenever I feel hungry first before eating. So 1 cup of water before every meal with half an hour gap between the water and the meal will help make you eat less in that meal. As well as if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do to cleanse your body and open up your digestive system is water, that's just perfect. Then if you add to it a little bit of acidity like a lemon or apple cider vinegar spoon, you start the digestive system and kick in this sourness. If you don't like the taste of water, there's a lot of alternatives nowadays to this. You can put those flavors into water, the droplets. You can prepare fruit water or detox water, they call it. The ideas are endless, but think about it as the main cause that could be making you overeating if you are not drinking your water. I always like to have my big bottle. I bought this from Amazon and I have it in my Amazon favorites, and it kind of tracks. I filled it up to show it to you full. It's very heavy, and I usually pour in a glass because ladies drink from glasses. They don't jug things. But this is where I get my water intake every day. And let me tell you, this has changed my eating habits significantly. Another big lifestyle change, and okay, I will put this in here because I think it makes most sense to explain why losing weight was a lifestyle change. Because when you are on a diet and off of a diet, you get into this yo-yo effect of starting something, feeling that you failed, overeating, overcompensating, the guilt, and this just gets you in an unending loop. If you don't know, I've had a gastric sleeve surgery done, bariatric surgery done in 2019. I have videos, I will put them in the cards for you about that in detail, but I have reached a plateau in my weight. So I'm actively now trying to drop on the weight, and I also even gained 3 kilos more than the perfect weight that I reached. And even the perfect weight I reached with the bariatric surgery wasn't the average. I was still overweight with my BMI, and I'm trying to change that. I am not a dietitian. I'm not certified. I'm just sharing things that I know work for me, and I read about and did my research, and I'm just sharing my research. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, and if you have a tip for your lovely family here on YouTube, share it because it might benefit somebody that reads it. Continuing with the second tip, protein intake. Oh my God, protein is a great thing. And don't get me wrong, protein can come from animal sources and can come from vegetarian and vegan sources, but getting sufficient protein intake for you daily is crucial to have good hair, to lose weight, build muscle, and burn fat. Because that's the thing, you can lose weight by actually losing your muscle. mass, which will make you feel weak, which will make your metabolism very low, which in fact makes you eat less because your caloric intake gets much lesser when you don't have enough muscles. So to build the muscles, make sure that you get a significant amount of protein. So protein intake is very important in order to lose fat and gain muscles. So the formula for this is calculated in macros. If you don't know what macros are, people who are really focusing on building muscles and stuff like that, they know about it, and I knew about it from my husband, but it really opened up my mind. Macros are calculated for the portions between protein, carbs, and fat in the day, and playing around with these percentages actually controls if you are gaining more muscle or more fat, etc., etc. So in order to lose fat and gain muscle to make your body look good, you need a percent of 40% protein, 30 carbs, and 30 fat. And this ultimately makes you lose the weight and in a healthy way because the fat is gone and the muscle is gained. Okay, how do you apply this percentage then? What is this percentage? It's actually applied on your caloric intake. And I am not asking you to be in a caloric deficit right now. What I'm asking you about is to make sure that you get the percentage correctly. In order to know the percentage correctly, you need to know something called your basic metabolic rate. In order to calculate this perfectly, there's different methods, but it's kind of a calculation that happens taking in consideration your activity level, of course, you're a female or male, your age, and your percentage of fat versus muscle. So all of this, and also the activity, it depends. Something that really helps if you have a fitness tracker, I'm going to talk about that later, it can tell you what is your basic metabolic rate. And you can look it up and find calculators to calculate this online for free. But it's very important. Once you find that out, you apply this percent on it, and you will know how much grams you will need from each item. My next tip, which ties to this, so it's like, this is a complex tip. Tip 1, know this percentage and apply it to your basic metabolic rate calories. And to make this, there are some things I use that you can use too. One of these things is an app called MyFitnessPal, and in MyFitnessPal, if you go to your account, you can add your weight and you can sync in your activity levels, etc., which is very easy to do. And once you do that, you can add the macro percentage in the app, and that will help you know how many grams you need. For example, for my macros, I need to eat 100 grams of protein. There is a link I'm going to put for you down below for a blog post that really describes for you how 100 gram of protein look like in a day, and from 3 different sources. One of them is completely carnivorous, another is vegetarian, so with dairy products included, and one is vegan, and one they put that you don't care, you eat everything. So this is a very good source to know that if you incorporate these things to reach the 100 gram amount for protein. So now, after what I said, and I hope it's easy to understand, I will repeat myself simplifying this. What your goal to do is every day make sure you cover the 100 gram intake of protein. And that will kind of really transform your meals from what you have currently into what is healthier for you. So this is my attempt. I'm not going to be in calorie deficit. I'm not going to keep myself hungry, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a bigger percentage to protein in my meals. And by doing that, my meal shape will change tremendously, and by this I will start to train my body to lose the fat as a lifestyle change. And if I do this forever, because it's a lifestyle change, my body will always stay healthy, lighter, my skin and my hair, because protein really affects those things. Also, I will try as much as possible to include healthy fats, of course, and healthy carbs, simple carbs. I will try to incorporate more of carbs that are not so processed, like instead of pasta, I will go to chickpea pasta and stuff like that. Which brings me to the next tip. Next tip I have for a lifestyle change to lose weight is to change things you like for something lighter. For example, I love bread. I cannot live without bread. I found an alternative here in Germany that is called Eiweißbrot. This Eiweißbrot is protein bread, and this has a very, very good macro system at the back. There is also protein tortillas available in supermarkets, so if you switch to these, you make yourself a big favor, because calorically intaken, again, it will help you take that amount of protein that you are trying to incorporate in your food. Something like chickpea pasta is also nice because it doesn't raise your insulin, which is another thing. Instead of putting yourself in deficit of not eating things, eat what you like, but eat things that do not higher your insulin levels, because higher the insulin levels with sugar and complex carbs is really, really bad for your body, and it gets you into this hyperness and then dropness suddenly. So changing this as a lifestyle change makes a huge difference. So if we now wrap it up, if I drink 3 liters of water every day, eat 40% of my basic caloric intake protein, incorporate that protein in all my meals, and changing things from what I like to eat to a healthier alternative, these already will impact your body, and you will see that in the first week how you feel. Oh my God. Next lifestyle change. Try to incorporate time frames for food. Our body is so simple. It has a system. So whenever you follow the system or enhance the system, your body likes you simply. So what I do is that in the morning early, I wake up and I take a cup of coffee with my husband, and then I go to work. I take another cup of coffee. I'm guilty for that. And then afterwards, I do not eat except starting 12 in the lunch break. So every day at 12, my body knows now food is coming. Don't eat around the clock, because this is really bad for your body. Having a set time plan. From 12 onwards, I eat every 3 hours something. And I keep myself like this until 8 or 9 p.m. to go to bed feeling lighter, and to go to bed earlier and be able to have a good night's sleep. Because when you eat before bed right away, your stomach is not satisfied. You will feel very bad the next day, which if you limit, you will feel lighter and healthier. So don't eat anything, which is another tip, before bed with 2 hours maximum. Maximum you can do that 2 hours before. More than that is just not good. Earlier, even better. The last meals you're getting, try to have more of lighter things like soups or fruits or yogurt, not heavy meals. Just remember that. My next tip is to incorporate cardio in your daily life. This is hard, but as a person who suffered from PCO, and I also have another video about that I will put in my cards, but having 30 minutes of cardio daily, I don't care. You can do them by walking around the house. You can do them by going up and down stairs 4 times. You can do them by going to the gym and using any cardio machine. You can do them by having one of those walking treadmills at home. The new ones that are foldable are amazing. I'm considering buying one actually when I get money soon, hopefully. But those machines really, really fit anywhere. So if you live in a small space, there is no excuse. Get one of those. It's gonna serve you well. 30 minutes every day. Just get those extra steps. It will help you. Which brings me to the next. Have a fitness tracker and have an InBody scale in your house. These 2 things made me look at my health and body very differently, and they really, really matter. So fitness tracker, you don't have to have an Apple Watch, okay? I don't. I love actually wearing my classic watch, but I'm always wearing my Fitbit. This is my Fitbit Luxe. You can also have the one from Xiaomi. You can also have the ones that are cheaper with no brand. You just need one that has a good mobile app to help you track your fitness level. This tracks my heart rate, it tracks my steps, tracks my activities, and it's much more accurate. I found out that I'm more active than I thought when I got this. I know that the health app in your phone already tracks that, but it's not always on your wrist, and it's not calculating your heartbeat, which makes the whole lot difference in knowing how much calories you burn. And this actually tells me my basic metabolic rate, and I can trust it because it's right next to my body. Important thing, if you get the scale, a machine for InBody from the same brand, because if you have the entire ecosystem, it will be most accurate data. So make sure that you know that. I have, for the scale, I have two, one that is mine and one is my husband's, and I'm now thinking about sticking with the one for my husband and selling the other one. The Xiaomi one I have, and the other one is called Repo. They are good, they work. You can get the one from Fitbit, also works. The InBody, what does it do is that it tells you your fat percentage, your muscle mass, your water mass, your skeletal mass, your BMI. It calculates and dissects how much percent your weight is made out of, which is amazing on its own. Because again, stop looking at your weight as just a number. It's more than that, because somebody could be 60 kilos healthy and somebody could be 60 kilos not healthy, and such an idea will also help you transform your lifestyle. That's all, you guys, I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope it helped you learn new things, and I hope it wasn't so complicated. But these are the things that I'm planning to stick to this year as a lifestyle change, and I hope that I see the best results on my body, and I will report back to you maybe on Instagram, because I'm more active there. Follow me there, of course. Subscribe, like, and turn on notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. By the way, for your curiosity, I weighed before my bariatric surgery 96 kilos, and after my surgery I plateaued at 67. I took Saxenda by my doctor's advice for a year, and I got from 67 to 59. But after I stopped and I was really healthy and really happy, my grandfather passed away, and I suffered from depression deeply. I couldn't handle that depression in any other way than overeating, which led to me plateauing back to 69. But now I am back and I am ready to drop it, and I told my doctor I will try without Saxenda, and I will do these things, and if they work for me, and if I can do them, of course you also can. Let me also know what you think about these velvet headbands. I am in love with them. They give this such elevation to the head. I don't know, they make my hair look good, and they make me look sophisticated, in my opinion. I might be very wrong, but let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.